Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another explosive edition of Entertainment Exposé, where we peel back the layers of Hollywood's wildest news and deliver every jaw-dropping detail with unmatched insight. Today's story is one that combines heart, scandal, and a call for compassion, all wrapped up in an offer you wouldn't believe. We're talking about former child actor and Mighty Ducks star Brock Pierce extending a lifeline in the form of an indefinite stay at one of his luxurious mansions to none other than the indomitable Wendy Williams. With Wendy caught in the midst of a fierce conservatorship battle and facing debilitating health challenges, this unexpected offer has sparked an outpouring of reactions from fans, media, and industry insiders alike. In this extensive 8,000+ word report, we will dive deep into every facet of this unfolding drama, from Brock Pierce's intriguing past and his rise to cryptocurrency mogul to Wendy Williams' turbulent journey through conservatorship and her emotional plea for freedom. We'll analyze the significance of this offer, explore the potential legal and ethical implications, and discuss what this means for the broader conversation around celebrity conservatorships in America today. So buckle up, because you're about to get a front row seat to one of the most fascinating intersections of fame, fortune, and personal struggle in recent memory. Wendy Williams has been a household name for decades. Known for her bold commentary, razor-sharp wit, and fearless attitude, she became an icon in the realm of talk shows and entertainment news. However, behind the glitz and glamour, Wendy has been fighting a personal battle, a battle that many of her loyal fans have followed with both concern and admiration. In recent months, Wendy has found herself in the throes of a conservatorship battle, with her legal guardian, Sabrina E. Morrissey, declaring her cognitively impaired, permanently disabled, and legally incapacitated. Despite these claims, Wendy has repeatedly insisted that she is not cognitively impaired, describing her situation as akin to being in prison. Imagine being one of America's most recognized media personalities, a woman whose voice has been a beacon of truth and entertainment for millions, only to feel trapped, controlled, and isolated by a legal system that questions your mental capacity. For Wendy, the conservatorship has not just affected her professional life, it's permeated every aspect of her existence. In interviews with ABC News' Byron Pitts and on Good Day New York, she has painted a picture of a life under lock and key, where even the simplest freedoms are curtailed. Wendy's heartfelt pleas, ranging from throwing a note out of her window reading "Help, Wendy," to describing her environment as prison-like, strike at the core of our collective understanding of personal liberty and dignity for a woman like Wendy, whose career was built on challenging the status quo and speaking her mind. Being confined by a conservatorship is nothing short of a personal tragedy. The mental and emotional toll of being controlled by someone else's decisions is immense. In a recent interview, Wendy emphasized that the most important thing in her current struggle is being released from her conservatorship, a plea that resonates with anyone who has ever felt that their voice has been silenced by bureaucratic power. This is not merely a legal battle, it is a fight for her independence, her identity, and ultimately, her freedom. Many of you may remember Brock Pierce from his days as a child actor in the iconic Mighty Ducks movies. Portraying the young version of Emilio Estevez's character, Pierce captured the hearts of audiences with his earnest charm and on-screen charisma. His early career in Hollywood, marked by roles in films like The Mighty Ducks and D2, The Mighty Ducks, established him as a familiar face to a generation of moviegoers. But as the years passed, Brock Pierce reinvented himself in ways that few could have predicted. After retiring from acting in the late 90s, Brock pivoted away from the silver screen and ventured into the world of finance. He went on to found several companies in the video game and tech industries, but his true claim to modern fame came with his massive success in the world of cryptocurrency. In the 2010s, Pierce made hundreds of millions of dollars in crypto ventures, emerging as one of the prominent figures in this rapidly evolving sector. His savvy business acumen and willingness to embrace new technologies transformed him from a former child star into a modern mogul, a man with the financial means to extend a helping hand to those in need. It is this very success that has enabled Brock Pierce to accumulate a portfolio of luxurious properties around the world. Owning mansions in cities as iconic as Amsterdam, New York City, Washington, D.C., and even a Portuguese ocean liner, Pierce's wealth is as legendary as his career trajectory. But beyond the glitz and glamour, there is a philanthropic heart at work. In a rare and heartfelt gesture, Brock took to Instagram to offer Wendy Williams an indefinite stay at one of his mansions. His words, full of admiration, compassion, and genuine concern, reveal a man who, despite his success, has not forgotten the power of kindness and support in times of need. On a recent day that will surely be remembered by fans of both Wendy Williams and Brock Pierce, the crypto mogul took to Instagram to make a public statement that resonated with millions. In his post, he wrote, "I have always admired Wendy Williams' strength and resilience, and when I saw her in need, I felt compelled to offer my support. Wendy has given so much to the world as both a woman and an entertainer. Years ago, I had the privilege of being a guest on her radio show, and now I want to extend a helping hand to an old friend in her time of need." This message, delivered with sincerity and warmth, is a stark contrast to the often harsh world of celebrity news. It is a call to arms for compassion, a reminder that behind every headline is a human being deserving of support, especially when facing immense personal and legal challenges. So what exactly does Brock Pierce's offer entail? In essence, he is offering Wendy Williams a safe haven, a place where she can receive the around-the-clock care she needs during this tumultuous time. Given that Wendy has been battling not only the conservatorship, but also serious health issues like frontotemporal dementia and aphasia, this offer is nothing short of a lifeline. Brock's offer is particularly significant because it comes at a time when Wendy herself has publicly lamented feeling like she is in prison. The imagery he conjures, a mansion where she can find peace, receive the care she deserves, and begin her journey to healing, is a powerful one. It is a tangible reminder that even in the darkest of times, there are people willing to extend a hand of friendship and support. The ramifications of Brock Pierce's offer are vast. On one level, it is a personal gesture, a way for a former child actor turned crypto mogul to give back to a woman he respects deeply. On another level, it is a political and social statement. Wendy Williams has become a symbol of resilience in the face of overwhelming adversity, and Brock's offer reinforces the idea that strength and compassion should always be celebrated. In today's celebrity culture, where public figures are often pitted against each other in endless battles of ego and scandal, this act of kindness stands out. It challenges the status quo and forces us to ask, can money and success be used for something greater than self-aggrandizement? Brock Pierce seems to believe so, and his public declaration is an invitation to the world to embrace a more compassionate, supportive approach to fame and personal struggle. Wendy Williams' conservatorship has been one of the most hotly debated topics in recent years. Once a powerhouse in the world of talk shows and entertainment news, Wendy now finds herself trapped in a system that she likens to a prison. Her legal guardian, Sabrina E. Morrissey, has publicly stated that Wendy is cognitively impaired, permanently disabled, and legally incapacitated. However, Wendy vehemently denies these claims, insisting that she is not impaired and that the restrictions placed on her are unjust. In interviews with ABC News and on Good Day New York, Wendy has described her situation in raw, unfiltered terms. "You have to have keys to open the door, to get the elevator to go downstairs. Keys, I'm telling you, this is like being in prison," she declared. For a woman who once commanded the airwaves with her fearless opinions and no-nonsense attitude, this conservatorship represents a profound personal tragedy, a stripping away of her freedom and identity. Wendy Williams is not the first public figure to find herself ensnared in the complexities of conservatorship. The recent high-profile case of Britney Spears, for instance, ignited a nationwide conversation about personal autonomy, mental health, and the ethics of conservatorship. These cases have forced the public and legal systems alike to reevaluate long-standing practices and consider whether reforms are necessary to better protect individual rights. By comparing Wendy's situation with those of other celebrities, we can see a pattern emerging, a pattern that speaks to the need for greater accountability and a more compassionate approach to conservatorship. These historical parallels provide important context for understanding Wendy's struggle and underscore the urgent need for change. Over the years, conservatorship laws have evolved, but many critics argue that they remain outdated in today's society. The legal mechanisms designed to protect vulnerable individuals often end up restricting their autonomy and freedom. Wendy's case is a stark reminder of this reality, a case that highlights the tension between protecting individuals and preserving their dignity. Legal reform advocates are calling for a thorough overhaul of conservatorship practices, suggesting that modern society requires a more nuanced approach, one that takes into account the unique circumstances of each individual. Wendy's battle, amplified by Brock Pierce's offer of support, may well serve as a catalyst for these much-needed reforms. When high-profile cases capture the public's attention, they often serve as a powerful impetus for change. The intense media coverage and the passionate outpouring of support for Wendy Williams have put significant pressure on lawmakers and legal institutions to reconsider how conservatorships are administered. Social media campaigns, public rallies, and celebrity endorsements have all contributed to a growing movement that demands justice and reform. Brock Pierce's public offer is a part of this larger narrative, a reminder that when the people speak, change is not only possible, it is inevitable. Wendy's fight for freedom is not just her own. It is a battle for the rights of all individuals who have been unjustly confined by an outdated system. Wendy Williams' journey is one of stark contrasts, a celebrated media icon who now finds herself isolated by the very system that once elevated her. This paradox is at the heart of many modern celebrity stories, where public adoration coexists with private pain. Her situation forces us to confront the uncomfortable reality that fame, while glamorous on the surface, can also be a prison that limits personal freedom. This paradox is particularly poignant in Wendy's case. Here is a woman who has spent her career speaking truth to power, now struggling to reclaim the most basic human right, the freedom to live independently. Her story serves as a powerful commentary on the double-edged sword of fame and the often overlooked cost of living life in the public eye. In a culture that often values strength and stoicism, Wendy's willingness to show vulnerability is a radical act of courage. Her public statements about her conservatorship and her struggles with mental health have resonated with millions, sparking discussions about the need for compassion in a harsh, unforgiving system. Vulnerability in this context is not a weakness. It is a source of strength that can drive meaningful change. Wendy's openness has inspired countless individuals who see in her a reflection of their own struggles. By sharing her pain, she has also given others permission to seek help, to fight for their own freedom, and to challenge the status quo. This cultural shift toward embracing vulnerability as a path to empowerment is one of the most hopeful developments to emerge from her story. Finally, Wendy Williams' battle is a powerful example of how celebrity can serve as a catalyst for social justice. Her high-profile case has already sparked significant media attention and public debate about the conservatorship system. When influential figures speak out about their struggles, they have the power to change perceptions, influence policy, and inspire a movement that transcends entertainment. Brock Pierce's offer in extending a helping hand to Wendy is part of this broader narrative, a story of how individuals with resources and influence can use their power to advocate for change and support those in need. It is a call to action for all of us to look beyond the superficial and to address the systemic issues that affect the lives of so many. As we draw this extensive expose to a close, one thing is abundantly clear. The story of Wendy Williams and Brock Pierce is more than just a headline. It is a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Wendy's battle against a stifling conservatorship, coupled with Brock's generous offer of a luxurious haven, signals the beginning of a new chapter, one that holds the promise of freedom, healing, and transformation. For Wendy, the offer represents a beacon of hope, tangible step toward reclaiming the independence that has long been denied to her. For Brock, it is a demonstration of the power of compassion and the belief that wealth and influence should be used to uplift those who need it most. And for all of us, it is a reminder that in the face of overwhelming adversity, a single act of kindness can ignite a spark that may one day lead to profound change. The future remains uncertain, and the road ahead is fraught with challenges. Yet, as Wendy Williams continues to fight for her freedom, and as advocates push for reform in the conservatorship system, there is a growing sense of optimism, a belief that even in the darkest of times, there is a chance for new beginnings. Thank you for deep dive into one of the most emotionally charged and socially significant stories in recent memory. From the storied past of Wendy Williams and her battle for independence, to the unlikely heroism of Brock Pierce and his bold offer of sanctuary, this saga is a powerful reminder that even in a world obsessed with fame and scandal, compassion and empathy still have the power to transform lives. As we continue to follow the developments in Wendy's fight for freedom and the broader movement for conservatorship reform, we invite you to reflect on the profound lessons of this story. It is a tale of resilience, a call for justice, and above all, a celebration of the human spirit, a spirit that refuses to be broken, even when the odds are stacked against it. Stay tuned to exclusive interviews and in-depth analysis as this incredible journey unfolds. Because in the end, it's not just about the headlines, it's about the real lives behind them, the struggles that define us, and the hope that every new day brings a chance for a better tomorrow. If you like this news and want more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with all your friends. Until next time, Sensationalist family.